Through a statewide network of educators, Kansas State Research and Extension provides practical, trustworthy information, skills, and assets to help the communities, businesses, families, and individuals of all ages improve quality of life, solve problems, and make a positive difference. In the Post Rock Extension District, we serve North Central Kansas, and we have offices in Beloit, Lincoln, Mankato, Osborne, and Smith Center.
Hi, Post Rock Extension District. I'm Nora Rhodes, your district director, and I'm excited to join you here today for Post Rock Adventures. As you might know, we are working in a soft closure format at Post Rock Extension District, and so I'm coming to you today from my home studio. I am thrilled that I'm still able to connect with you through many familiar ways throughout our soft closure, and I want to encourage you to continue to connect with our extension team. You can reach us by calling any of our Post Rock Extension District offices, and we will actively connect you with the appropriate extension team members to help you solve your problems, to access the research-based information and tools that you need, and to continue to make a difference in your communities. So even though many of our team members are working remotely, our offices are still available through the soft closure format, and give us a phone call, and then we can work with you from that point to get your needs addressed. And you can also go to our website and get any additional staff contact information that you need. I am with you in feeling the pressure that has come upon us through the coronavirus pandemic. Many of us in our professional and personal lives are feeling the stress and the pressure to meet the expectations that were surrounding us pre-pandemic, and then meeting the expectations that may be new and different to us throughout this pandemic. I met up with Dr. Bradford Wiles, a K-State Research and Extension Specialist, late last week to talk about these pressures and how we as individuals in North Central Kansas and all of Kansas as a whole can really give ourselves a bit of a break and accept that there's much of this stress that we can't control, and there's some forgiveness that needs to happen so that we can continue to celebrate life and to put our best foot forward to make a difference in our communities. The interview with Dr. Wiles is available on my Purple Sunrise podcast, which you can access through any podcast app, streaming application, and we are going to put that connection here in the comments. But just to give you a little insight on our conversation, I'd like to give you a listen here and provide some hope as you tackle the week.
It's troubling to me that we're not forgiving ourselves and recognizing that none of this is what we signed up for, right? There are some households across the country who volunteered, thought about, considered, and implemented homeschooling. But most of us who are now doing that didn't sign up for that. And so what happens is there's this there's an accumulation of the different roles and responsibilities that we all have. And the reality is things have to give. Things have to be pushed to the side. Things have to be able to be reduced in priority. And then we have to elevate some other things. And so, one thing that I would offer more than anything is self-forgiveness, recognizing this burden of caregiving that none of us really signed up for, especially for those school-age children. I mean, they go to school and socialize, and other people take care of them for a long time. And it is important for them, and it's also important for us as adults. And so I really get concerned about people holding themselves to a standard that's really not achievable, and frankly, that nobody should really strive to achieve anyway, because in the long run, it's detrimental for your mental health and those around you.
Thanks for giving that a listen, Post Rock District. If you want to hear the entire interview, which I found to be really good for my heart as I navigate the pressures and stressors that we're all dealing with. And when I say we are with you, we're in this together, I truly, genuinely mean that we are all working through the current situation in our environments the best that we can. So if you want to hear the entire interview and get some reassurance and help fill your cup here as you start the week, I do encourage you to go to the Purple Sunrise podcast and give it a listen there. I also know that many farmers are not staying at home because you are doing essential work this springtime season to prepare for your crops and your livestock and just doing what you do best, and that is feeding the world. Sandra Wick, our agriculture agent, our crop production focused agent here in the Post Rock District, is working very hard to connect everyone with the most pertinent agriculture-based decision-making tools and information you all need right now during this pandemic. Sandra is planning to go live and provide an ag update for Post Rock District producers. She will be going live on tomorrow, April 14th, and that will be happening in the evening. So you can find her live update from any of our social media platforms, whether that be Facebook or Twitter, and get connected with that update. Sandra's doing a great job of keeping us informed when stopping into the office isn't something that is really safe to be doing right now. Additionally, Sandra is in the Post Rock District, is partnering with the Walnut Creek District, and they are going to be providing an on-farm grain storage. So again, that's the Walnut Creek District, the Post Rock District, and then also the Cottonwood District are working to bring this online on-farm grain storage program to our producers. And you can access this online program through our Facebook page. This program will be happening tomorrow. It will be happening mid-morning, about 10 a.m. tomorrow, April 14th. So I do encourage you to hop online and to get that on-farm grain storage update from K-State Research and Extension, from the specialists across the state, and our agriculture agents in this region. Additionally, Sandra is populating our Post Rock District website with pertinent information and decision-making tools for you, our producers. We do appreciate your ongoing efforts to put your best foot forward and continue to feed the world. We truly do value that. You can go to the website and you can get some updates from extension specialists across the state of Kansas that are really topic focused for whatever needs you might be facing here in your production and in your farm business. And then Sandra does work to provide other publications and resources to assist with your decision making there on the website, the Post Rock District website. And finally, I do want to share with you, ag producers, that there is a helpful webinar from K-State Research and Extension's farm management team. This webinar is focused on farm financial pressures or stresses that you might be working through to make decisions in light of the coronavirus pandemic. So you can find this webinar online, and if you have trouble accessing that or even interpreting the information, I want to assure you that Sandra Wick and the rest of our Post Rock Extension team are here to help you, as we know and value the essential work that our farmers and ranchers are continuing to do in the Post Rock District region. April is an exciting month in the celebration world, as it is National Volunteer Appreciation Month. This is a month that our 4-H members spend time really putting their best foot forward, or hands forward, I should say, to give their hands to larger service, which is part of the 4-H pledge and our mission to make the best better and to make our communities better. In our 4-H newsletter this past month, we really encouraged our 4-H members to really think about how they can use their hands for larger service, even though we are following the stay-at-home order here in Kansas. We can continue to make a really important and positive difference in our communities without even leaving our home, whether that is making a homemade card and sending it to someone who's feeling isolated, sending a thank you to someone who has really made a difference in your life. We have 4-H members who are sewing masks for our healthcare providers and other essential workers. There's just so many things and stories that we are hearing of 4-H members. They're saving their allowances to donate to an important cause, and I could go on and on and on. And on behalf of the Post Rock Extension District, I just want to genuinely say thank you. Thank you to the volunteers that really help make a difference when we extend the K-State Research and Extension and Cooperative Extension mission to our communities, families, businesses, and other patrons. Whether it be our master gardeners with our horticulture program, our 4-H club volunteers, our fair board members, the list goes on and on. We want you to know that without you, we would not be effective in extending the mission to our communities. We are thankful for you, and we look forward to working with you today, tomorrow, and many years to come. So happy Volunteer Appreciation Month. This month is for you, volunteers. Additionally, with 4-H, we want to encourage our 4-H members and families and anyone really interested in the youth development work happening across the district to join the Post Rock District 4-H page. We provide a lot of exciting updates, and one new exciting piece of our social media footprint for 4-H members is the PRD 4-H Insider Experience. Here it's a Facebook group for active 4-H members, and this is a great place where our 4-H members are sharing their project work. Even from the stay-at-home order, they're digging into those project experiences, working closely with the caring adults in their homes to dive into those projects. And we're also sharing some other great resources and spotlights on that avenue. So do dive into that. It's really fun. We had a virtual egg hunt that a 4-H family prepared for us this last week, and it was a lot of fun. Sometimes we can get stuck in a rut when we're feeling the walls of our home closing in on us. 4-H has always been a place to connect and stay positive and find persistence and resiliency as we work through challenges. 4-H continues to be that for our 4-H members and families during this pandemic. 4-H will always be that in the future for us. So please join our family and continue to engage and seek out the support that you need through our 4-H program. A final 4-H highlight that I would like to share with our Post Rock District family here on Post Rock Adventures is that we are currently advertising and seeking applications for our 4-H program internship program. We are looking for 2 college-age students who are actively engaged, whether that be event planning, education, or a related field that would make this a great career opportunity for you to gain some career growth through a summer internship, but also to provide your skill set toward the development and implementation of our district-wide comprehensive youth development program here in the Post Rock District. You can go to our Post Rock District website for all of the job description details and the application procedure for this position. So we're very excited to share that. I do appreciate all of you for joining me here today on Post Rock Adventures. I do want to remind you that we are in this together. We are with you. K-State Research and Extension has practical resources, tools, and services that we can still extend to you because we are for you. We are with you and we are for you. And even though we are functioning in a little bit different format than usual, we will continue to extend our service to you as best as possible. Call our offices during regular business hours, and then we will connect you with our team who is working safely in remote situations often. But like I said, our offices are still available through calling us, through emailing us, or through visiting our website. With that, Post Rock Extension District, I want to encourage you all to have a great week. Go forward, give yourself a little bit of forgiveness as you take some deep breaths and use your resilience tools, your toolbox, to not let the stressors get the best of you and instead use your strengths to overcome those stressors and prioritize what needs to be done, and then give yourself a break, because we're all dealing with many things we cannot control right now. And we're all already doing the best that we can. And I want you to remember that you are already doing the best that you can. And that's great. That's a great contribution to your home, to your community, and to everyone else here in the Post Rock District. So with that, Post Rock Extension, I will see you next time on Post Rock Adventures. Have a great week.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Post Rock Adventures. We will continue to help our difference makers thrive in Jewell, Lincoln, Mitchell, Osborne, and Smith counties in north central Kansas. Until next time.